We live outside Älmhult, in 15 kilometers away, in a rural area. There are no shops or really nothing apart from forest around here. The reason I moved or tried to look for somewhere else and found this place in Småland was to get to that point. Maybe it's like a romantic idea that you can sustain yourself in an isolated area like this. And the studio's in an old school, and then we live in the teacher's old house. And I mean, 10 years later, I think it's been really good for work and for us. A lot of my imagery comes from old books, like instruction manuals and travel guides and things that are kind of out of date, almost like made redundant because of time. But and also I work a lot with like photo manuals. What I'm interested in those are the images that they're like instructive in a way. They're so simple, but they also relate a lot to painting because of how the image is constructed. So it's almost like a vicious circle. Well, I think that the transformation from photograph to painting is like the magic moment in a way. It's when it happens, and you can't fake it. You can't. There's got to be, from my side, a genuine. Got to have a genuine feeling for this image, and it can be, for example, that I'm painting skin, or I want to get to the bottom, like what is that skin? What does it feel like? I mean, it's a as a painter, I guess it's like what you try to do. You try to get something, I mean, from this image, which is very tactile, and bring it out in a way, make it more physical. This particular image I used was a commercial or an advert for these filters. The title is called Filter, and it's a woman holding a color chart, which with the different filters, the color in the photograph will change. So it goes from the whole spectrum, basically, of blues and reds. And they're all displayed like in a cross. It's a color chart, basically. What interested me was the formal qualities in this, and looking at the figurative elements and the formal elements because of this face, trying to repeatedly paint the same image in a way, but not, because of the colors are different, so you have to change your palette every time. But trying to face the same image without trying to repeat what you did before is really difficult, but also really interesting, I think, in how you think about when you're painting the motif. I mean, it's a completely different way of approaching the image, but I think in a way it works as an installation about painting and about color and about the formal qualities. It's there, the photographs are there, and I think I can use them. They are such great things. I mean, they're ready, sort of made compositions for me to use, and especially now when things we're so overloaded with images, I think it's even more kind of valid with painting, the slow images, and the fact that you have to go there and physically see it, and you have to make the journey. It's really a kind of, seems old-fashioned almost, but that's what it takes, and in a way feeling like you can rescue these images and I hope the viewer will feel some of the intensity, which is, I mean, in a way so far away from the original image, which is purely very sort of static, formal image. I mean, they are very open. My work's open. It's not, you know, it's not trying to do anything specific in that way. It's just, to me, it's physical. It's painting. It's a space, and it's paint, it's brush marks, it's time, that's what it is, and it's wherever that would take you, and it's about painting what I'm seeing in a way, and a possibility that that would be transcendent in the experience of looking. It's what I hope anyway.